So the first step of our LBO model will include LBO transaction summary and sources and uses of funds table. Let's start with the summary. We have shares outstanding in the amount of 36,605 shares, but please note that it's given to us in thousands. Our current stock price is $40 and premium is 25%. So let's calculate acquisition price of Dave and Buster. I'm going to fly to C9 with the F5 function and put the formula for acquisition price here, which is basically my shares outstanding multiplied by current stock price and multiplied by 1 plus the premium amount. My acquisition price, considering have all the numbers in thousands, so the actual acquisition price would be $1,830,227,000. Perfect. Next is sources and uses of funds. The sources and uses table is a summary of the amount of funding required to complete an LBO transaction. The sources and uses section lists the total cost of acquiring the target in a hypothetical transaction structure. The uses side calculates the total amount of capital required to make the acquisition, whereas the sources side details how exactly the deal is going to be funded, including the required amount of debt and equity financing. And remember that total sources always will be equal to total uses. More information on sources and uses of funds you can find in the video within the M&A accounting section. So let's go ahead and calculate our sources and uses of funds. I will start from my uses, so I'm going to fly to the cell G15. My acquisition cost is given to me in the cell C9, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And in this case scenario, my total uses will be a sum of the above. I'm using Alt plus equal shortcut for auto sum. Alt equal. And my total uses are 1,880,227. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna equal my total sources to total uses. Remember, they always equal to each other. And then I can create a plug for cash that I need to sponsor that transaction. I'm gonna make a calculation of total sources minus a sum of my two loans I'm gonna take to sponsor that LBO transaction. I'm gonna take the term loan and notes, so two types of debt, and plus cash that I will put into the deal to sponsor it. And the amount of cash I will put into the deal will be 880,227. Great job, guys. Now let's calculate the percentage of sources and uses. This is an easy calculation. So I'm going to take my first source and divide it by total sources, and I'm going to anchor total sources, so when I fill the formula down, it will not move down. As for the cell C18, beautiful. Shift down arrow for all my sources, Control D, and then I'm gonna put Alt equals to calculate all percentage above that I calculated. For auto sum, Alt equals 100%. Beautiful. And very similar formula here for uses. I'm going to take my first uses of funds, which is acquisition itself, and divide it by total uses, anchoring total uses with F4 function for shortcut. Shift down arrow, Control plus D to fill it down. Alt equals to sum it up. Beautiful. I just completed the first step with LBO transaction summary and sources and uses of funds, and the next step will be completing capital structure for the deal.